It's time now for Carter's Corner. Everything Bay Area sports on the Northern California Sports and Entertainment Network. Here is your host, Carter Kim.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Carter's Corner. We are currently live during the MLB playoffs, and no one can hit a damn thing off of Tarik Skubal because that guy is the best freaking pitcher in the game, full stop. I mean, I've never seen anything like this guy. He is an alien. Like, I've never seen an alien quite like this dude, Tarik Skubal. I mean, he is just a monster of a player. I'm just impressed by the dude. Every single time I watch this guy, like, I'm nothing but impressed by how good he's been playing for the Tigers, and I'm so pumped right now, y'all, because it's playoff time. Things are looking great. I just say to all of you, like I said in other shows, just enjoy yourself this time of year. Enjoy sports this time of year, because NBA is going to come back. The NFL season is going to continue. We're going to have the off season for the Giants. NHL is coming back. I mean, I say it again and again. Enjoy yourself. And it is bottom of the seventh. Tarik Skubal is at 84 pitches, 1-0 count. Skubal pitches. It's a strike at the bottom of the zone. I mean, that dude is a freaking monster. I've never seen anything quite like that guy. And he is currently owning on Jose Ramirez. So that's impressive in my opinion. I mean, Jose Ramirez actually, before the game, had a pretty damn good career stat line versus Skubal. It was like 9 for 27 or 20, like 9 for 27 or something like that. He was doing pretty well, but dude, Tarik Skubal is just dealing out of his mind on everybody on this team. Like, there is not one hitter that's doing particularly well against him. Only guys have like one-off hits or something a little strange, like a hit by pitch. But we are looking right now live at an incredible game. But yesterday, the San Francisco 49ers lost to the Arizona Cardinals. Honestly, it was everything. We made some late mistakes in the game. We didn't hold up defensively. We just didn't do well enough. And honestly, it's hard for me to say that this is our year or that we have a shot this year because we're not playing well enough. And yes, there was that stat line that's like, yo, we're 14-14 in early parts of the season. And then we're like 28-9 in the later parts. But as Riley Green flies out to as David Fly flies out to Riley Green, it's everything. It's honestly everything. Like, the offense can be good, but it sometimes stagnates. The defense is just downright bad in so many ways. We're not good enough. Bottom line, we're just not a good enough team to actually do anything. So get ready to have a weird year where we may or may not do well enough to do anything, where we possibly don't even do anything. I mean, like, we have been so bad, it's not even funny. As Josh Naylor grounds out to third baseman and Tarik Skubal completes a quick seventh inning, and he'll pass it off to the bullpen probably. He has been nothing but spectacular, and both teams are locked at the horns. Neither of them both of them are refusing to give up the lead. It is going to be unbelievably close, this game, but I'm here for it. In the meantime, the Kansas City Royals and the New York Yankees will be playing later today, and it will be Cole Ragans versus Carlos Rodon. Battle of the Southpaws. Maikel Garcia will lead off. Bobby Witt Jr., Vinny Pasquantino, Salvador Perez, Yuli Gurriel, Michael Massey. I mean, Yuli Gurriel, man, I can't believe that guy is still playing. He's like 40. That dude is 40 years old, and he's still going right at it. And Salvador Perez has a bit of ownership on Carlos Rodon, so that'll be interesting. And Yuli Gurriel is getting destroyed by Carlos Rodon. Jeez. Tommy Pham as well. Bobby Witt Jr., Maikel Garcia don't have enough at-bats. But Gleyber Torres, Juan Soto, Aaron Judge, Austin Wells, Giancarlo Stanton will make up the top of their lineup for the Yankees. Chisholm, Volpe, Verdugo, and Birdie will round out the bottom. I'm interested to see how this series goes because I predicted that the Royals would win this next game. I'm just wondering how it'll go. But let's just look at the career numbers. Not a lot of them have had a lot of at-bats versus Reagan, so we'll have to see how that goes. But I'm very interested. Honestly, I'm very interested to see how everything goes in that regard. But I really like this matchup because Cole Reagans has shown already in the postseason how good of a player he can be. I'm just wondering if he'll keep it up because, to be fair, the Orioles kind of look stagnant and the Yankees aren't entirely. So we'll see how that goes, but I am interested to see how this thing holds up. Yeah, let me just get the man. I really need a Tigers player to hit a home run or score something right here because this is important. Malloy has been very good today. Jason Malloy. Is that his name? Justin Henry Malloy. Sorry, Justin. My bad, man. Veerling has been okay today. Ibanez has been No, Kim and Colt Keith have been kind of blah. Hunter Green has been the only one making contact. He's one of the only batters who hasn't struck out today. Sweeney struck out twice. Torkelson struck out. Parker Meadows has got the ball in play, but overall, just an interesting day in the world of baseball, gents. All right, we're back in Cleveland. Back in Cleveland. All right, here we go. Tigers looking to try and get back in a position to lead. And as we have talked about, whether it's been Grand Admirable, myself, Eric, or Glenn or any of these guys, we've all said this, Cleveland just needs to get a lead and then they won't lose. But right now neither of them is leading, so it's really up to one of the teams to just break the deadlock. Because right now we're just watching a masterclass of pitching, if I'm being honest. And there's nothing wrong with that. I love pitching duels but they have to be really good pitching duels. Boyd and Skubal both had great days. It's just really about, you need to have that one moment of inspiration in order to win. And Gaddis doesn't seem inclined to give that to any of the Tigers hitters. All right. 1-1 count. He throws, and it's fouled off. Willie Adames. All right, 1-2 count. Carpenter, pinch hitting. He does not swing high. It's a good take. Kerry Carpenter has been absolutely fantastic this year for the Tigers. It's up to him to see how this thing goes, but I'm certainly interested. Carpenter, 2-2 count. Pitch inside. That was a really good changeup. A lot of left-handed hitters will swing harder a right-handed changeup like that, but that's a really good changeup. I liked it. It's got the right idea to it. Just did not land the right way. Gaddis. He sends one right down the middle, and Carpenter fouls it off. Four-seam. Carpenter really trying to battle for this one. 3-2 count. Carpenter has been really good pinch hitting this season. Gaddis gets set, throws, and Carpenter gets jammed. Get out the way. Get out the way. Get out the way. All right, there we go. He gets jammed. It's a pop-up to the catcher, Austin Hedges, and he is out. Oh, my gosh. This has not been a day for slugging. This is just pitcher's duel. There will only be incredible pitching. That's it. I mean, Tarek Skubal had a performance of a lifetime today. I mean, nothing but credit to the guy. He's been fantastic. But, yeah, you do want to see a little offense here. Matt Veerling up at the plate. Another good year for him. And he hits a shot in the left field. It splits the gap, and it's recovered. But I wonder if he gets to 2, and he does get to 2. Andres Jimenez is there, though. So, with man on second, 2 men out, Hunter Gaddis is just giving up a double. Here we go. I mean, if this would be a moment for the Tigers, if they can get a guy to get a guy home, then they can really shut it down. All right, who's up next? I believe it's Riley Green, if I'm not mistaken, or is that Ibanez? Sorry, let me just check. No, it's Carpenter, Vierling, Ibanez. No, it's Colt Keith. There we go. Oh, they're bringing in Clase, I think. They're about to bring in Clase. Oh, no. Oh, no. Emmanuel Clase, ladies and gentlemen. They're going to bring him in for a 5-out thing. They're going to try and see if they can bring him in for a 5-out save, but it's just that's a little risky in my opinion. Gaddis trying to take care of this next batter for Clase. They're trying to bring him in for a 4-out save probably. Vogt has been exceptional this season as a manager. Let's just hope that can continue for Cleveland. This is another series that I'm cool with being wrong about because I love both these teams and they both deserve a chance. Gaddis. Oh. Here's the pitch. It is a little like protection swing from Colt Keith. He has also had an interesting season, Colt Keith. The young talent, the call-ups that have came in for the Tigers are definitely showing a lot of fruit and a lot of interest in my opinion. It's just really about and he swings hard at a slider. That was a great pitch. All right, and now he's in the hole, and I believe he got struck out because I think this is on a delay for me. Ugh. Yeah, they struck him out, and now they will bring in Clase for a 4-out save probably. Man, that is a tough one for Colton Keith. All right, here we go. Or they won't. They won't bring in Clase. I mean, Keith has actually had Gaddis has been doing pretty well despite that double. Let's find out. Oh, they have intentionally walked Riley Green. I mean, that's very reasonable, actually. You know what? They are about to bring up Clase for the 4-out save, just like we thought. All right, here we go. Clase, ready to go. All right, ladies and gents, let's see how this thing goes. All right, just getting the information. There are 2 men on base, first and second. It will be Riley Green and not Colton Keith, but Matt Vierling. It has been a bizarre day from absolutely class pitching and great bullpen. Just a interesting day, and now Clase will try and get a 4-out save. Both teams have been exceptional today. It's all just about just trying to get ahead and win, but we shall see. Because the Tigers need to get someone home here, in my opinion. There's not going to be many opportunities like this, but now the problem is you're facing Emmanuel Clase, and Clase is literally – he is quite possibly the most unbeatable pitcher in baseball. All right, here we go. I mean, let me see. I will give this to the MLB. At least their commercial breaks aren't as long as like NFL, which is good. But yeah, Emmanuel Clase will go up against Perez. All right, and he's got a hit today. So you got to hope that he can be a guy that can deliver for you. But Emmanuel Clase has just been one of not just the best relievers, but one of the best pitchers in baseball. I mean, if Tarek Skubal and Corbin Burns and a bunch of other pitchers in the AL didn't have career years, then I would say, yo, maybe he should have the Cy Young, but that's not good enough in my opinion. He has been incredible, but it's very hard to win a Cy Young as a reliever unless you're Eric Gagne, the guy known for getting owned by Barry Bonds. But here we go. Clase has made 47 of his 50 saves, of his 50 save opportunities. He has been incredible this year in terms of everything, but we shall see here how he does. He looks in from the windup. 2 men on base, first and second. He throws. And that is a 99-mile-per-hour cutter at the top of the zone. Just relentless. Wenceel Perez did hit a double earlier, but Clase, we all know, 0-1 count, 2 men on base. Just high on the cutter. Just a little too high on the cutter. All right. Perez is trying to get himself an account that he can reasonably swing on. He's trying not to take a risk with Emmanuel Clase. 1-1 count. Man on second and first. He deals. And it's a cutter up top. He almost got on top of it. Great pitch from Clase. Clase trying to shut down this inning. Perez trying to give his team a chance. Runners on first and second. 1-2 count. He deals. And it's a shot to left field, but it's caught by Steven Kwan. What a catch. But he throws it back into the field almost like they didn't have it. Or did they? AJ Hinch is signaling for a challenge. Hinch is signaling for a challenge. That might have been a hit. If that was a hit off of Clase, they are actually in a position to win. Steven Kwan thinks he caught it. Or does he? I need to see the replay myself. Let's see it here. Kwan makes a pretty good line to the ball. He dives. Oh, that's so close. It might have touched the ground. I need to see that once again. Did that ball touch the ground? That touched the ground. That touched the ground. Or did it? Or did it touch the ground? Because I don't see. I can't tell. That's like 50-50 in my opinion. So he gets it. Oh, that might have touched the ground. And that might be enough to get the Tigers through. Yeah, that touched the ground. That touched the ground, and they got a man home. That touched the ground and got a man home. Kwan almost made a fantastic play. He's a Gold Glover, but that was just a little bloop. Not a bloop, but it was a little soft single into the field. You wonder if that... Oh, runner is out. Oh, my gosh. Hey, $7 grand. Good to see you. Welcome to the show. I mean, that is such... Was that a catch? Oh, yeah. I think he might have caught it. A Gold Glove play from Steven Kwan. My Asian brother does it again. I mean, Clase is very appreciative of his teammate. I mean, that is unbelievably close. One wrong move. That is a double into the field, and maybe a man will score from that easily. Just not a, that is not a situation you play with. That is impressive. But up next will be Jonkinski Noel, Andres Jimenez, and Austin Hedges. I mean, great. So that is an incredible play from Steven Kwan that saved the game just barely. But fantastic overall from the man. He is great. I love my Asian brother. He's been really good for the Guardians. I mean, I really hope that he can recover from the back injury he had earlier this year and get back to what he was, because he was, when he was on his form in the first half of the season, he was fantastic. I liked him a lot. But I love Steven Kwan, great player. He's a perfect leadoff hitter. And yeah, he does everything so well. I love Steven Kwan. Everything he does is just impressive in my opinion. This may be one of the best years of his career. We are looking at we are looking at one of the most fantastic pitching duels we've seen in a very long time. Whew. But yeah. All right. A man named Will Vest will take over for the Guardians. Sorry, not the Guardians, for the Tigers in the bottom of the 8th. And they will try and keep this thing under control. But at the end of the day, this is Cleveland's house, and they have to defend it. But we have just seen a fantastic pitching duel and a performance of a lifetime from Tarik Skubal. I mean, he just absolutely shelled. He absolutely shoved on the Cleveland Guardians lineup and played some of the best pitching I've ever seen him do. I mean, he's been absolutely great. There's nothing I've ever seen before. I mean, 8 Ks, 3 hits allowed, and 7 innings pitched, and no earned runs. I mean, he's been fantastic this postseason. Nothing quite like this dude. I mean, he's such an alien of a pitcher too. Like, all the pitches he throws are bizarrely fast. That's such a bizarre arm angle with some strange form for a guy who's like 6'3", I believe, 6'3". The dude is fantastic, though. I love him. I love his style. And I want him to keep being great. But here we go. Will Brennan will be the pinch hitter. He has hit well this year, and it's a strike from, what's his name again? Will Vest, Mr. Vest. He's been good in this postseason, or in the last 2 games. Will Vest blows a fastball right by him once again. Oh my gosh, this is going to be close. It's also hot here, y'all. I hate it. Man, Will Vest tries to get on top of him with a fastball again, but he fouls it away on an 0-2 count. Here we go, though. 0-2 count. West to Brennan. No man on, no man out. He deals. It's a fastball up top, but it's fouled. Just barely fouled. But yeah, just an absolute. Man, just like take a breath, because this is going to get intense. All right, 0-2 count, no man on, no one out. West to Brendan, he deals, and it's a 4-seam below the zone. I thought that was a changeup. Oh my gosh, Vest, Brennan, 1-2 count, he deals, and it's a little hit into the field, but the center fielder has it. All right, 1 down in the bottom of the 8th. Oh my gosh. What's up, Car? Just got home in time for that amazing catch. I mean, yeah, I almost thought he dropped it, but he managed to get that little bit of leather underneath the glove and protect it. I mean, just a fantastic catch from Steven Kwan. Nothing but the best from that dude. He's been great this year. Andres Jimenez up at the plate. 0-1 count, bottom of the 8th. 1 out. Vest. He deals. It's a really good changeup. That was a fantastic changeup, but it's just below the zone. Great pitch, though, from Vest. And it's a 4-seam, hard fastball, and it's going to go way foul. All right. 1-2 count. Tarik Skubal pitched 7 innings, only allowed 3 hits, and struck out 8 batters. A class day from the American League Cy Young winner this year. He has been incredible. Jimenez, he tries to hit it, but it just swings through. Hi, Chardol. How you doing? We are looking at a incredible game up in Cleveland. Just nothing but the best. And Vest manages to strike out Andres Jimenez and keep the game under the Tigers' control. But right now, they have to get through this inning, get their bats ready at the top of the ninth, and go into the bottom of the ninth and win. Kyle Manzardo trying to give the Guardians a chance to win. He deals. It's a 94, a changeup below. Sorry, not a changeup, a four-seam fastball below the zone at 97. Don't know why he pitched that. All right, Vest. He deals. It's a four-seam above the zone. Not a great pitch. All right. Here we go. 2-0 count. Nobody on. He deals. And it's a high pop-up, but it might be going back. Oh, it's caught just barely by the center fielder. That is so close. I can't believe that. Great catch from Parker Meadows. Needed to make that one there. If that didn't happen, then that save might that season might be in question, but great catch from him. Is a big fan of Stephen Kwan. He works the outfield when he doesn't play catcher. I mean, Stephen Kwan, in my opinion, is the prototypical, like, he's a perfect baseball player in a lot of ways. I mean, he doesn't hit for a lot of power, but he is perfect, in my opinion, because I'm just going to bring up his information right now. Let's talk about Stephen Kwan, all right? He has a great batting average. He doesn't slug or hit for a lot of power. He's not even a great bat speed, but he knows how to square the ball up. He doesn't chase or whiff or strike out. He can get on his sweet spot and draw walks. He's got incredible fielding. He's just what you want when you're looking for a player in the outfield. Yeah, the Giants need a player like that. I mean, we will have to find somebody like that. I mean, more than one, of course, but yeah, I mean, the thing is, we sort of have that. I'm not saying we have it, but like Elliot Ramos is very similar to that. He's not an average guy, though. He's a very much of like a power guy more than anything. I mean, Ramos is similar to that. Corner outfielder, great glove, good bat, but that's the thing. I would like to have a guy like Stephen Kwan on my team. And the thing is, his contract is going to expire in a few years. I'm wondering if we could like get him maybe. You never know. But especially if the Soto thing doesn't work out this offseason, but you never know. Things are possible. Oh my gosh. I mean, I like this dude a lot. I mean, I just love the way he plays baseball. He's just got the right way for playing. Left-handed bat who knows how to get on base. I mean, you just need it. Kwan's defense is Spirit Ramos. I mean, yeah, Kwan's won a Gold Glove. I mean, yeah, I would not argue with that. Kwan is just he's great. I mean, obviously his defense is great. Probably better. I mean, he's won a Gold Glove, but I think Ramos is a pretty damn good defender too. You know, I think he's just obviously Kwan has won a Gold Glove though, so he's more recognized for that accolade. Well, I'm gonna turn on a light. Make sure the lighting is good. All right, there we go. Let's see if the game started back up. No, it is not. Oh, no, here we go. Here we go. Top of the ninth. The Tigers are coming up. We're showing a replay of Stephen Kwan on the screen. But up first will be Spencer Torkelson, which is not a guy I would necessarily want to trust with this situation. I mean, then you have Parker Meadows, Rogers, and Sweeney. I mean, this is a tough one. Emmanuel Clase, he deals. It's a great pitch on a slider away, but it just doesn't go. I don't know, Chardol. I really don't know. I might not, but I'm kind of in tune more with the idea of just talking this way. There's nothing wrong with guests, but I'm not doing that right now. I've got to figure that out first. But yeah, Torkelson manages to take two from Clase. 2-0 count, nobody on. Torkelson against Clase. Clase, he deals. It's a fantastic. What? He literally just called that pitch a ball, and are you kidding me? Now it's a 2-1 count. That it was the exact same pitch too. That should not have been called a strike. And it's a check swing foul. It's a 2-2 count now. I mean, that shouldn't have been a strike. That should not have been a strike. That was literally the exact same place. That should be 3-0 right now, no doubt. Are you kidding me? But here we go. Torkelson, 2-2 count, Clase, steps into the box. No, Emmanuel Clase is the most terrifying freaking pitcher in baseball. I mean, how do I say this about Clase? Oh, Torkelson fouls off a cutter at 100 miles per hour. Clase is just one of those pitchers where when you're facing him, it's almost like it's over. It's like a Mariano Rivera thing. Like, if you face him, it's more inevitable that you're gonna lose because it's Clase. 2-2 count. Torkelson gets jammed hard on a cutter. Clase is in session. I mean, yeah. I mean, there's nothing like this guy. He is the closest thing we have to Mariano Rivera. And I mean that. Like, he is sincerely like that guy, too. 2-2, he deals. And he swings through a slider. That is tough for Torkelson. Gets screwed on that at-bat from the umpire and just cannot keep it up. Oh, my gosh. That is just brutal. Torkelson really did a good job in that at-bat. He just could not get a pitch to hit. Parker Meadows will be next up. Here we go. Meadows. 1 out. And it's a 100-mile-per-hour cutter on the inside of the bat of the plate. Just nasty. That should be illegal. Are you kidding me? Parker Meadows. 0-1 count. 1 out. Top of the 9th. It's a cutter high and away. Probably lost control. I mean, that is just dude, that guy is so scary. Like, you expect that for that pitch he has, the cutter, like sometimes you expect it to ride sometimes, but no, it's just cutting and going to perfect locations. Parker Meadows gets jammed again. Naylor has a read on it, and that'll be the end of that'll be 2 outs in the inning. The Tigers looking for some heroics. The Tigers looking for some heroics. Here we go. Bo Bresky is in the bullpen, getting ready to try and lock down the bottom of the 9th. Jake Rogers looking to be the hero. That's a cutter up and in, a perfect pitch from Emmanuel Clase. I'm doing well, Chardall. Thank you. Jake Rogers, 0-1 count, 2 outs, top of the 9th. He shoots it into that gap past the shortstop. That's a base hit, a single. Great bit of hitting from Jake Rogers. And that'll bring up Trey Sweeney. Trey Sweeney? Yeah, Trey Sweeney. The Tigers looking for some heroics right now in the top of the 9th, trying to give themselves a chance to win. And right now, on a million backs in the city of Detroit, Trey Sweeney, Clase deals. It's top of the zone, barely misses. It is a 1-0 count. Trey Sweeney carrying Detroit on his back. Runner on first, 2 people out. 1-0 count. Clase deals. And he shoots it into the gap in right field. That might be a base hit. That is a base hit. And he goes to third. Somehow, some way, they have runners on the corners right now, and that brings up the top of the order. Malloy, Justin Henry Malloy, trying to give his team a chance. But it'll be Kerry Carpenter, actually. Kerry Carpenter, who has been absolutely great this year. I mean, there is something like that dude. I was so proud of my boy, Yu Darvish. Yeah, he was great. He absolutely dealt on the Dodgers. He shut down Ohtani, and he made it look easy, if I'm being totally honest. I mean, it was too easy. Like, I watched Ohtani in that game against Darvish, and Darvish just kept him under control because Darvish is just something else of a player. I mean, Darvish throws like 5 different off-speed pitches, like with supreme accuracy. That guy is great. Yeah, I mean, Darvish was just fantastic. I want to go over that game later, but we'll keep an eye on this one for now. All right. Class A, runners on the corners, 2 outs. Kerry Carpenter has been fantastic this year with runners in scoring position. He's DHing today. Carpenter trying to carry Detroit on his back, trying to get them home to give them a chance to tie this series. Class A, trying to keep the game under his and Cleveland's control. Class A looks in to Hedges. He throws. And it's a cutter on the outside. Or is that Naylor? Sorry. I believe that's Naylor, actually. Yeah, Bo Naylor. Looking into Naylor. Class A, 1-0 count, 2 runners on the corners. Carpenter. That's a cutter on the outside as well. They're pitching around Carpenter, trying not to give him a chance. Oh, man. No way. Dude, Chardall's ahead of us right now. Here we go. 2-0 count. Carpenter, Class A. Carpenter. Oh, my gosh. It was good contact, too. Class A. 2-1 count. Runners on the corners. Carpenter. Carpenter trying to win Detroit this game and keep them alive in this playoffs. Class A trying to shut down the top of the inning. Carpenter. Oh, it's up and in, 2-2. Class A ran a slider up and in. It was a great pitch. Class A trying to lock down this inning. 2-2. Carpenter from Class A. Oh, and Carpenter fouls it off the slider. This is false information, apparently. I don't know. This is false, apparently. Class A. Here we go. Class A. 2-2 count. Carpenter trying to get him home. He deals. Carpenter hits a line drive deep to right field, and it's gone. It's gone. It is gone. And Carpenter has hit a 3-run shot into right field, and they are ahead by 3. Kerry Carpenter has just one-upped Emmanuel Clase. That's unbelievable. Are you serious, Kerry Carpenter? He has just one-upped Emmanuel Clase before our very eyes. Oh my God. No way in heck that happens. Emmanuel Clase has blown a save for the first time in a long time. He's trying to focus again, but that is brutal from Clase. Carpenter got on top of his pitch and just absolutely smashed it into right field. Riley Green is in the game. 3-0 now for Detroit. An absolute nuke from Kerry Carpenter. Just an incredible moment. 1-0 count. Clase almost never does that. Exactly. I can't believe that. I can't believe it. Emmanuel Clase blew his save. Riley Green gets jammed on a cutter up and in. 1-2 count. Carpenter just absolutely saved the day for Detroit. What a shot. That is unfreaking believable. And Riley Green hits one to Naylor. And it's an error and it's safe at first. And things go from bad to worse for Clase. And that's just unfortunate. And Stephen Vogt is coming out to take Clase out of the game. I mean, that's unbelievable. That is unfreaking believable. What the hell just happened? We literally just waxed poetic, Johnny, about how good Clase is. And that happened. That's shocking. I cannot believe what I have just seen. Kerry Carpenter has just one-upped. He has just one-upped Emmanuel Clase. Like, I can't believe it. I can't believe what I've just seen. Like, you know why I was so excited to do that commentary, y'all? Because that just never happens. Emmanuel Clase just got shelled by Kerry Carpenter. I can't believe it. That's unbelievable. You one-upped the best closer in baseball, and easily at that. He got himself into the right count and nuked him. Like, I'm in shock. I can't even give commentary anymore. Like, what just happened? And I'm assuming the Tigers are going to bring out Beau Brieske in all likelihood because Beau Brieske has been really good for them this season. But, yeah, that loss is on Emmanuel Clase if they do lose. That may have been the biggest swing of – that may have been the biggest swing and most important swing so far in the entire postseason. I mean, yeah, nothing like that. 49ers Daily, you are young and you will see more things like this in your life. I mean, I know, but it's like that is just this is the postseason too. I mean, yeah, Emmanuel Clase has been blown saves before. Every reliever has blown saves. Mariano Rivera had a bunch of blown saves, but in a postseason game, in a moment like this, I can't believe it. How the heck did you lose that? Like, it was obviously one good swing of brilliance, but that's insane to me. Like, how did you pull that off? But Kerry Carpenter is DHing, so he's in the dugout. A man on first, bottom of the ninth, or top of the ninth. Sorry, they're still bringing in a new guy. Yeah, you just don't see that with Clase often. I mean, yeah, you just don't. Like, that is just, that's shocking. Like, that should not happen. That should not happen. In terms of the norm, that's not supposed to. Oh my God, that's a terrible strike call. But that is unbelievable. That's unbelievable. Like, just unbelievable. Yeah, 2 strikes left at it, middle. I mean, yeah. You don't leave it middle there. You don't leave it middle. Yeah, I know Clase has got a great cutter, but you got to be careful. And I think it was a slider. I think he hung a slider. It was a hung slider, I believe. That was just utterly shocking. Like, I can't believe what I've just seen. That is just unbelievable. Like, man, the Tigers are like the Mets for the AL. The impossible keeps happening. I mean, yeah, that's just so shocking. Like, unbelievable. just purely unbelievable. And now they'll bring out Bo Brisky to clean up, but 3 straight sliders too. Yeah, that's very unusual. I don't know why Naylor would have called 3 straight sliders instead. I know Class A also is in charge of that, but still, like, you go to what works, and his cutter. I mean, yeah, okay, to be fair, he missed 2 cutters high and away too, and that was definitely unusual. And he didn't necessarily want to walk a guy onto the bases, but yeah, that's very strange. Like, that should not happen to a guy like Class A. That was just uncharacteristic of him, to say the least. But yeah, they'll bring out Bo Brisky, and he'll come and take care of business, I'm assuming. Or he'll try to. I mean, that is just unbelievable. I can't believe what I've seen, if I'm being totally honest. Like, that doesn't feel real. Emmanuel Clase just blew a save in the postseason. I mean, yeah, relievers have blown saves. People make mistakes. You know, that's how you learn. That's why a Clase has become so good, because he's blown saves before. But that is like the biggest blown save of his life, probably. And that's Kerry Carpenter's biggest swing of his life. Bottom of the 9th. Tigers lead 3-0. Up at the plate will be, I'm not entirely sure, actually. Let me check. It will be Rocchio. And then he'll bring up Kwan and Fry. I mean, Zach McKinstry is now at second base. Bo Brisky is on the mound to try and close out this game and take the series back to Detroit. And his postseason games this year, he has been very good. He's kept everything under his control. He has a save. So here we go again. All right, here we go. I mean, right now, Carpenter is celebrating with his coaches and really hyped up, but here we go. Brisky. It's a strike on the outside to the right, out and away strike to Brian Rocchio. Rocchio actually has a double today from shortstop. Here we go. Brisky, 0-1 count. He deals. It is a pop-up high into shortstop territory, but the center fielder gets it, thankfully. There we go. All right, 1 out, bottom of the 9th. Up comes Stephen Kwan, who had an incredible catch earlier. Can he possibly give his team some heroics? Bo Brisky. Bottom of the 9th, 1 out. Here we go. Brisky. Strike on the inside corner to Kwan. Kwan had a great catch earlier. Had a single as well. Has played great this season. Trying to give the Guardians a chance. Deal. And it's just out and away. 1-1 count. What a day for the Tigers. Trying to give themselves a chance if they go back. Here we go. 1-1 count. From Brisky to Kwan. Brisky. Outside fastball. Perfect pitch. 1-2 count. 1 out. Bottom of the 9th. Brisky trying to keep his team in control. He deals. And it's a strike 3 looking, and they are 1 out away from taking this back to Comerica Park up in Detroit. All right, here we go. Bo Brisky. Bottom of the 9th, 2 outs, up against David Fry. Fry has also had a good season. Brisky. Command. His glove side command is his arm side command is not his glove side command has not been as good. Fry, the DH. He hit into a double play his last at bat. Brieske, 1-0 count, bottom of the ninth, 2 outs. He deals. It's a strike on the inside. That's not even close to a strike. Are you serious? That is not even mildly close, in my opinion. Oh my gosh, it's not even mildly close. Brieske, Fry, and it's a changeup that he mistimed, and it is a 1-2 count. Bottom of the ninth, Brieske trying to take them back to Detroit with a tie game, with a tie series. Brieske runs a 4-seam inside. It's 2-2. You can tell that Brieske and the Detroit Tigers want this to get themselves an advantage. Brieske, he deals. It is fouled off. Here we go. Brieske, 2-2 count, looks in. Bottom of the ninth, 2 outs to Fry. He deals. And it's rung up on a terrible strike call way below the zone. And the game is over. The Guardians have lost to the Tigers 3-0. And the Tigers have the series tied, and they will go back to Detroit with home field advantage after a blown save by Emmanuel Clase. One of the most uncharacteristic moments of any pitcher this postseason, other than Framber Valdez versus the Tigers, actually. But just an incredible moment for Kerry Carpenter in particular. I mean, and how the heck does the win not go to Tarek Skubal? It makes no sense. He just pitched 7 innings, 3 hits, 8 Ks. And they give the win to Will Vest. That's crazy. This is how I know pitching wins don't matter. Wins don't matter in pitching, ladies and gentlemen. They don't matter. Wins are merely something that a stat that has been made up by BS criteria. I mean, that is just devastating for the Guard Dogs. I mean, later tonight, we will have the Kansas City Royals versus the Yankees. Cole Ragans versus Carlos Rodon. I mean, anybody have anything to say about this one? Because I don't know what to say. I'm honestly shocked at this. Like, that's unbelievable. Just one of the most uncharacteristically bad moments from Emmanuel Clase, where Kerry Carpenter absolutely hits a nuke off of Clase in the bottom of the 8th at one of the worst times possible, top of the 9th. The entire postseason has been, it's something else, man. Like, we have 3 series already that are tied. Will it continue tonight? I'm going to say it does, because Cole Ragans has been fantastic this postseason. But so far, this is the postseason of the ties, in my opinion. Just tie, fight back, gnaw, bite. Just don't lose. If you can win one game, you're back in it. It's just an absolutely impressive moment from the Tigers, and they are continuing to show why they should continue to be in this postseason, because they have been absolutely incredible today. But yeah, later tonight we will have Carlos Rodon versus Cole Ragans, the Yankees versus the Kansas City Royals. I mean, we are looking at a postseason that has been so fun. I mean, we have seen big teams get knocked off. We have seen incredible moments from smaller market teams. We've seen opportunity arise for teams that have never won a World Series. We are seeing opportunity at greatness. Whoever wins this postseason, in my opinion, will go down as a legend. Whichever team wins this postseason will go down as one of the most legendary teams of our time. I mean, we have the Phillies, the Mets, the Padres, the Dodgers, the Yankees, the Kansas City Royals, the Cleveland Guardians, the Detroit Tigers. There's two teams that I think everybody except for the fan bases of those teams would not like to see win. But all the other teams have such good narratives. The Padres have their incredibly great team that has never won a World Series but has the narrative to show something. The Phillies are a team of destiny, in my opinion. The Mets have shown so much magic throughout this season. Was never a big fan of the Tigers and the Mets, but man, how do you root against them? You can't. You can't root against them. I mean, I literally said this about the Mets versus the Phillies. I said, I think the Phillies are going to win, but I would not be mad about being wrong about that series. Like, if I'm wrong about it, fine, that's okay. Like, the right team. Whoever wins that series, the right team won, in my opinion. That's all. But then you look at Kansas City and their superstar, Bobby Witt Jr. and Vinny Pasquantino. They're showing greatness and why they should get a chance to win the World Series. I mean, like, look at the Guardians and the Tigres. Like, the Tigres, no one thought that they would be here, and they managed to make it and come back from the dead. The Guardians are trying to release themselves from their curse. I mean, there are all sorts of good teams this postseason who have shown so many good narratives and so many reasons like why they should win. Pick a team other than the Dodgers and the Yankees, and you'll say, yeah, that team deserves it. Like, just never seen this before. I mean, but today we've seen something unbelievable, and that's we've seen Cleveland's bullpen just blow up in their face. Their most reliable strength just prolapsed on the mound. I mean, yeah, Clase just absolutely, he gave it up, man. I can't even lie. That's on Clase. That is on Clase. I mean, you can't let that moment get away from you. Bottom line, you can't let that moment get away from you. That's not a moment where you can let it happen. I am, however, rooting dead set against the Dodgers. I mean, I think every fan base in baseball is rooting against the Dodgers. The only thing the Dodgers are good for is us dancing on their grave. But yeah, it's always fun to dance on the Dodgers' grave when they've been eliminated from the postseason. So hopefully let's make this a more yearly tradition again. So yeah. All right. I mean, I have like 2 minutes left. I mean, let's just take a look at some other stuff, because yesterday they met some people, Johnny and Morkatna mentioned Yu Darvish actually, and how well he did. I mean, for him, he didn't have too many incredible, like, dominant moments, but 3 hits allowed, only 1 earned run, 2 walks, and 3 Ks. I mean, that's not an incredible amount of strikeouts, but he played great. Tanner Scott played great. Jacob played great. I mean, Fernando Tatis Jr., Jurickson Profar, Merrill, Bogarts, Peralta, Higashioka. I mean, like, that team looks primed, and they're going back to Petco, where that crowd's going to be rocking. They are going to be rocking for and they're out for the Dodgers' blood. Darvish getting out of that huge jam with only 1 run allowed was huge. No, yeah, exactly. Okay, I didn't watch the game in its entirety, so thank you for informing me about that. So yeah, just awesome. I mean, he kept himself in his control. Actually, I think I might remember that moment. I think I watched highlights, but I don't remember it vividly. But yeah, Darvish, good job, man. Like, I listen, Yu Darvish has had his ups and downs in the postseason. Yu has had his ups and downs, but he has great moments and keeps his head in the game when he can. He has his ups and downs, but he can have good moments. Anyway, y'all, it's been good talking to you. It's good being here, just hanging out, talking ball. I've had a great time talking with you guys. See you mañana, Fasi. Thank you for coming around. Just incredible today. Awesome. But yeah, bases loaded, no outs. Anyway, just an incredible day of baseball today. Hey, go check out Eric and Glenn later on the post-game show for these 2 games, and maybe I'll come on. Maybe I don't think I will. I'll probably be in the chat just talking with people, talking with Eric and Glenn. But man, this postseason is shaping up to be so fun. Thank you guys for watching. Thanks for being around. I appreciate you guys so much for just coming around on this show. Thank you guys. I really do. So thanks, y'all.
You've been watching the Northern California Sports and Entertainment Network, a Northern Lights Entertainment broadcasting station.